What's up, family? Yo, we're gonna do this simple one. Something y'all definitely can relate to. We want to try to keep it like that. Things you can relate to. Instead of turning to these TVs talking about nonsense all the time, let's talk about some relevant things that we all can relate to. Watch this one. 3 words on this video. No kids allowed. And you tell me, most adults have kids, am I not right? So how absurd it is when people have events, people have events and they got the nerve to send you an invitation in the mail, and on that invitation it tells you what time and what's going to be the colors sometimes, and sometimes they even tell you stuff to buy, and then at the bottom they say no kids allowed. How absurd. And that's going to be the word of the day, because I think it's very appropriate for this conversation. How absurd. What does the word absurd not mean? Observe, but absurd. A-B-S-U-R-D, like David. Absurd. You know what absurd means? Widely unreasonable, illogical, inappropriate. Tell me that doesn't match this conversation. For example, what are the most common things we hear when they say no kids allowed? It mostly be for stuff like a wedding reception. Now, I do understand no kids allowed. You having an event at a bar, come on, that's common sense. If you having a late night fight party, we know most fights don't come on till like 11, 12 o'clock at night. We understand that. It's no reason to mention that. But we talking about family events. How you going to have a wedding? And you know most people have kids. You having a wedding. You having a receptionist. You having an anniversary for your grandmother, whatever the case. This is all family oriented. And then you want to say some nonsense that's very absurd. Remember what absurd means. Another way of saying ridiculous, but it means wildly unreasonable, illogical, inappropriate. How dare you say no kids allowed? See, because this would happen when you say no kids allowed. You actually eliminating some of the people that you want to come, because majority of people have kids. How dare you say something that's so absurd? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes what people do, they say, when they get that invitation mail, they go, oh yeah, I'll be there. Wait a minute, no kids. Oh no, what she talking? Well then as much as I would like to come, and I definitely was going to go, I can't go. Yeah, how you gonna tell me no kids? How absurd is that? Watch this. I'm gonna give you an actual story. This happened to me. I know this happened to y'all. Tell me, am I crazy? Tell me, am I crazy? Watch this story. This was way back in the days. So my man, dude I used to ride bikes with, dude calls me up and asks me, yo man, did you get that invitation I sent you in the mail? And I said, oh yeah, I got that, man. Yo man, we definitely gonna be there, man. Ain't no big deal, man. He said, yeah, that's why I was calling to make sure that you got it. I said, yeah, man, I got that a couple of days ago. We will definitely be there. He said, yo, that's good. I said, yo, man, that ain't even a question, man. I ain't never showed you no chinks in my armor. I ain't never showed you no funniness with me, man. I'm solid. If I give you my word, just like my channel, Spinks for Integrity. If I give you my word, man, you could cash it in the bank, man. I said, me and my wife, we would definitely be there. And he was like, oh, yeah, bet, man. That's cool. All right, man, I got to call a couple other people, man, make sure they coming. That was that. Would you believe something told me, call him back, just to bring this to him? Because I know how people love to say that absurd thing, no kids allowed. I called this man back and I said, yo, my man. I said, he said, yeah, what's up? Everything good? I said, yeah. I said, I just want to bring your attention. Like I said, we definitely going to be there. He said, yo, man, that's all that matters, man. I'm glad to hear that. I said, nah, come on, man. We will definitely be there. I said, yo, but I just want to bring your attention. Yo, we're going to bring our kids, man. You met my kids. I said, you know, dog, I don't got no badass kids, man. I said, so we're going to have our kids there. That's all right, right? This joker said to me verbatim, no lie, this is exactly what he said. He said, oh, man, yo, I don't know, man. What you mean you don't know? I said, yo, dude, you met my kids. You know I don't have no badass kids. He said, yeah, man, but still, man, I got to ask my lady, because this really her wedding. See, I hate when people try to put the blame on women. This is what a lot of people do in the world. When they don't want to do something, they say they blame it on their mother, their grandmother, their auntie, their daughter, their wife. This is what they do. So he said, yo, I got to ask my wife, man, because, yo, really, this is really her wedding. I'm just going to show up. You know how it is. I said, yo, but my man, me and my wife, we do everything with our kids. And like I said, for the third time, you know I don't have no badass kids. He said, yeah, but let me ask her, man, because, I don't think it's going to be no kids. Matter of fact, the only kids going to be there is my kids because they're going to be in the wedding. I said, all right, well, like I said, man, we definitely coming. That's no question about it, but we bringing our kids, man. So then he calls me back and says, yo, man, my lady said no kids allowed, man. You know what I'm saying, man? But I hope y'all going to be there. I said, nah, dude, like I said, we definitely will support anything you do, man. But we do stuff as a family. This is a family thing you doing. You said your kids gonna be. He said, nah, but she said no kids. I said, all right, well, hey, man. Sorry to tell you, man, we can't show up then. He was a little upset, right? A little perplexed. So that was that. Do you know tell me if I'm crazy. Do you know the next week while I was working, I ran into my other dude that we ride bikes with, and he was real perplexed. He said, yo, man, I was shocked you wasn't there, man. You know what I'm saying? We all cool. I said, me too. And I told him everything that transpired. I gave him verbatim breakdown how I asked him, is it okay to bring my kids? I asked him. He said, yo, but still, man, that's crazy. Why would he tell you no kids? I said, exactly. That's absurd, right? So then he said, but yo, June, it was kids running all over that place. It was packed with kids. I said, what? He said, heck yeah, man. All his people came from down south, man. They had a whole bunch of kids up in there. I said, see, now that's foul as hell. So I called him up. And I said, yo, man, what's up, man? I said, I really wanted to be there for you, man, but you told me no kids. That your lady said no kids. I said, yo, but I spoke to old boy. No, I won't say no name. I said, I spoke to old boy, another cat we rode with. He told me it was mad kids up in that place, man. How you gonna do me like that? You know what this joker told me? He said, yeah, man, I didn't know it was going to be like that. But all my peoples from down south, I couldn't tell them to turn back around and take your kids with you. So they was already here, so I just let it be. So I said, but look at this. Out of respect, I asked you if it was okay. I didn't just do what I wanted to do. I asked you. And you put the responsibility in your so-called wife's hands, and you told me, she said, no kids allowed. So I respected what you said, but your so-called peoples, obviously they didn't respect what y'all wanted. They did what they wanted. And in the end, I wound up missing out supporting you. And now you and your wife acting like I'm acting funny for not showing up. Tell me how absurd that is. Or am I crazy? Am I crazy? Because I know damn well I'm not, but listen to that whole story. It's ridiculous how people come up with this nonsense. No kids allowed. When you know good daggone well, most people got kids. How dare you say something that's so absurd? Remember, what does the word absurd mean? Wildly unreasonable, illogical, inappropriate.